Coach Fennelly and Steven, thank you very much for being here. Tough loss today to end the season, but so many positives through everything. Coach, we'll start with you. An amazing season comes to an end in your first year as head coach. Can you talk about this group of guys and what made this season so special?
Yeah, it was a special group. From start to finish, they were a competitive, group in practice. Every day in the gym, they came ready to work. They did all the little things right that you look for in a program. I love these guys. They gave me their all, led by a special senior group. These guys left a legacy, I think, at MSUB. Put MSUB on the map with back-to-back NCAA tournament runs. A great year this year with all the accolades and special awards. That doesn't come if you don't win ball games, and that was all led by these seniors and carrying the culture throughout the year. And an extremely fun group, and just thankful that I was basically to be a part of their ride.
For Steven, you've helped this team go back-to-back NCAA tournaments and put MSU back on the map. Can you talk about what has made this program successful in the recent years?
I could say I just think everybody being bought in from the gate, and coach emphasizing playing hard, playing together, and then just trying to execute everything on the court, off the court, and being student athletes.
Coach, let's talk a little bit more about this senior class. They left their mark in this program. They left it in a better place than they found it. Can you talk a little bit about the story of Zeron, how important Steven was, Moody, and the rest of your senior class?
Yeah, Zeron, what an amazing story, right? He's fought through a lot. Like I said, it was just, I'm glad he was able to have a year like he did, this year, being in our league, being one of our captains, especially after what happened last year, not being able to play during an NCAA tournament run. So, for him to stick with it, to keep fighting the good fight and really, catapult us to, a high level this year was huge. The guy sitting next to me was our rock. Was our rock. We always knew we could count on Steve every single day. On a road in Alaska, in California, in Florida, it didn't matter. Steve was special. He, took the task of guarding the other team's best player a lot. Okay, he was a guy that didn't get his number called, nearly as much as the other guys, and he didn't bash an eye. To be good, you have to have people like Steven Richardson, not only the player but the man. Extremely grateful for Steve and for him just being in this program. Daniel Moody, one-year guy, really came in and bought in, to guys like Steve and like Zeron, and got asked a big task, to replace an all West Region, four-man last year in BJ Shabazz, and he came in and did that. And did that, was first team All-League himself, and he trusted the program, trusted in the coaching staff, and the results show that. So extremely thankful for them. And even Benny Fangula, unfortunately had a season-ending injury, but he gave us a lot of athleticism and depth at the wing spot. And again, he put faith in the program. And he followed along suit in the locker room that Steve and the other returners hadn't set that identity and culture on the team. But an amazing senior class, like I said, amazing senior class. You go as your seniors do, and these guys, like I said, put their legacy out on MSUB.
For Steven, you guys overcame a lot of adversity this year, especially with injuries. How did you guys rally together to make it this far?
I would say by the coaches just telling us next man up. Everybody's talented. We got a bunch of special traits that everybody can bring to the table and just execute anything that coach needs.
Coach, one last question for you. You're taking over this program now, one season down. How do you use this as a building block for your guys' ultimate goal as a program?
Yeah, building block. The standard is a standard now. You should be expected to win basketball games. You should be expected to compete for GNAC, championships. The expectation is to come in and work every day, and to do it right on the floor, off the floor, and in the locker room. There's the right way is always, is just the right way. It's the standard. It's an everyday thing. It's about the process, getting shots up, eating right, getting in the weight room. And there's an expectation to be good. It's hard work, but hard work works. And that's the culture and identity we've been able to set here this last 2 years. So that's only, in position to really catapult it forward, led by these seniors, this year, and hopefully moving forward, we keep that competitive mindset. And, like I said, we just do what it takes to be a good program and get back to the NCAA, tournament and compete for championships, because the goal is to graduate champions, and these guys are regular season GNAC champions. They're all going to graduate, and that's the most rewarding thing in the world.
Awesome. Hayden, anything else?
That's it.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Coach Fennelly, Steven Richardson.
Thank you.
Thank you.